Hi friends, it's me, Karen Valentine, and welcome back to my channel. So on the last video, we did a flip through of Fantasy and Fae Grayscale Coloring Book by Erin Ewer, and it is full of gorgeous grayscale drawings. And so today we are going to do this one. And I have printed her out as I usually do on the Nina Desert Storm cardstock. There's a link for that in the description box below. You can, of course, print it out on white if you prefer. The coloring, the method of coloring is mostly the same, although I will say that when you color on any tan paper, tan cardstock, anything, light colors show up much brighter. So you might have to adjust a little bit if you're coloring on white paper, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same. As is coloring on coloring a grayscale image. I know a lot of people are very intimidated by grayscale. They don't, as was I when I first started. You look at it and you go, I do not understand how I am going to apply color to that very dark printed image or, you know, in a book. And you color it really just exactly the same way as you would color any other page. And as I said, a lot of the times when you color over the top of dark paper with colored pencils, a lot of the time they get even brighter. So I thought about trying to color some of this other stuff first. I just can't do it. I have to get her done first. I don't know why. It's a weird thing, but there you go. So we are going to do her first. And as you can see, her and her hair both are very light. So there's going to be virtually no difference at all in coloring her the way, as opposed to how we would, you know, normally color. So I'm going to start with Chestnut. And I think that I want to have a darker, moodier feel for this, and it's only kind of because of the crows. To me, it kind of gives it a, I don't know, like an earthier feel. I don't know how to describe it, but I think the name of this picture is Seasons Change. I think that's what she called it on her Etsy shop, because you can get a print of this done the way the artist did it as well. So, you know, kind of part of me was thinking, well, it'd be kind of neat if we did kind of a Four Seasons feel about it. I'm not sure if I can pull that off or not. Because really, I don't see anything that screams winter to me. Like there's a lot of, you know, you could do spring, summer, and fall, I suppose, for sure. But I think I'll just do it the way I always do and just let the page kind of speak to me and tell me what, I know that sounds so weird, but just kind of let it tell me what it wants, because a lot of times a page will just evolve as I do it, and that's okay. I do think that because her hair is so light, I will take advantage of that, and I will do a blonde hair on her. We'll let her be real light and probably go for a darker moodier thing around the background and outside. The redder colors in your pencils do help to counteract the amount of gray in a grayscale page. So if you have a page that has a lot of gray on it, if you use redder tones on top, or even as your base, like we're doing for her skin, the redder colors will help counteract and kind of neutralize that gray out a little bit. I don't know why I started with chestnut first. I usually start with white first. I don't think it matters though. Okay, let's do some white. Okay, let's do some, no, sienna brown. I think I want to add some little bit of shading under her eye. Okay, do a little bit of white. Okay, so if you're doing this on white paper, you can probably go straight to light peach. But when I find that when I work on the tan paper, sometimes that light peach is just a little bit too bright. So if I use peach first in the areas that I don't want to be really, really bright, it helps to tone things down a little bit. guess that's... Okay, light peach. See how how much lighter everything gets once you add this light peach. It like really brightens up everything. Whereas when I do this on white paper, it just looks normal. It doesn't get the luminosity that it gets on this paper. Okay, like it. I'm just going to do a little bit more chestnut under here. Blend that in. I want that to be a little bit darker. Let's see, maybe some light peach. I don't think I've used that down here. Okay, and I think a little bit more chestnut right here. Let's get some Do some white right here. A bit more. Let's get some cheek color on there. I'm going to start with Nectar. Try and go lighter as I go into that on top of the cheekbone. Then some Mahogany Red. And then pink. Just do the pink over here. A little bit on her nose. I think a little bit more chestnut on her nose. Peach. Let's get a little tiny bit of nostril on there. I think a little bit more shading right here. This is Sienna Brown and Chestnut. And maybe some black grape. I don't want to use too much of this because I feel like if we're going to make her be really fair, I don't want to go too dark. Oh, geez, you guys, I'm sorry. Gosh darn it. Oh, my goodness. Seriously. Dang it. So I believe I was out of frame for this whole bit, so I just added a little bit more dark right there. The shadow of her nose. she looks pretty good. I'm going to add some more peach. Maybe some more peach up here. Zooming out because apparently I'm incapable of staying in frame today. Okay, now the question is, do I want to add some eggshell? Because I often do. But I don't know, I kind of like, the eggshell, I like the eggshell for images where it's daytime and bright, because then it kind of feels like the sun is, kissed the skin. But there's something about how she looks right now that I really like. So I don't think I'm going to add any. I kind of like her just the way she is. Maybe a little bit more color under here. This is Chestnut. Looks a little bit blotchy just because I think I didn't cover it very well with the pencil, so I'm going to add another layer of this light peach. And then some white. I think I'm going to blend out this chin highlight a little bit because it almost looked a little bit too harsh. All right, let's add some grayed lavender. Such a great color for shadows. I think I'm somewhat not happy with her nose, quite. I'm not quite happy with her nose yet, so let's I really like the way I really like the coloring though. Weird, and I don't know what it is. It's almost like it's almost like, let's see, let's clear one. But see, it's not. It's an optical illusion, because if I make the line of her arm go down and follow the line, it goes right to the edge of where that flower is, and that one does too. So that's an optical illusion that makes that look wider than it should be. So we'll just leave it alone. All right, her nose needs a little bit of shading, I think, and her hair. A little bit of highlight right there. All right, I think her skin is done. Do we want to add a little bit of color? Just a little bit of color on her eyelids. And some more eyelashes, I think. All right, let's bring this down. So there's really not a lot to do on this. I just wanted her eyelashes to be a little heavier. Okay, let's do her lips. A little bit of white. Try. I think I want her to be kind of natural. So maybe henna. Let's try henna for her lips instead of something like Tuscan red or something there's. Well, it's hard to work on really small things because you can't get the detail like you can when they're bigger. Okay, I need this. Maybe chestnut. I just want to put a little bit more darkness between them. But I kind of like them natural. I think we're gonna, I don't know. All right, mahogany red is kind of pinkish. That's good. That's good. Just a little. Okay. All right, let me zoom out. So there is her skin. And I think we've only been doing this like 35 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and start doing her hair. Oh, you know what? That's an elf ear. It's impossible. Truly, it's impossible to do a page without forgetting to do an ear. Here we go. Ear done. Okay. So I'm going to turn the camera off, pull out my pencils for her hair, and we'll just look at that one knocked out today too, I think. Okay, so I am going to try a new color combo for her hair. I wanted to see if I could get a nice look and go a little bit of a cooler blonde. And if I do it and I hate it, then I might turn around and do a little 360 and add some warmer tones to it. So we'll just see. I haven't done one like this before on a full page. I've kind of played around a little bit, but not really gone full on. So we're just going to see what happens. I thought about using cream because it's not quite so yellow, but I don't want to get rid of all of the warmth completely. I pulled up some pictures on the internet of like dirty blondes, and they seem to have a combination of the, you know, the yellow tones plus things that look a little bit grayer. So I'll start just with my old faithful Eggshell, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll just start with one side. And I'm pretty sure one of these is broken, so I might as well, yep. Might as well get that sharpened too. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right, so I could either do 20% French gray or 30% French gray. 20 is quite gray, like it almost looks cool gray to me. So but that one might be too dark for me, for the intermediate color. What is this? Oh, that's 50. That's why it's dark. 30% French gray. All right, well, I'm going to add some of this. I don't think I'm going to do the whole head, the whole half head though. I think I'm going to. Okay, so let's get this eggshell, 30% French. Let's go to 50% French. I don't know about this. Nope, don't know about this. Might be adding some. Okay, I'm not gonna quit yet. This is 90% French. They do get browner and browner the higher you go in number. I don't think I like it. Nope, I don't. Especially with her skin color. Okay. So, my options are go over it or do a little bit of erasing. So much for that. Let's go back to our old faithful. This is Beige Sienna. I like it better already. I have not found a color combo that I like that gives me that cool blonde. Oh well. It looks better already. Oh, goodness. I've seen so many pretty gray hair color combos on Facebook. They're so pretty, and I really want to try one, but maybe it's just this page and this skin color, because the skin is very kind of pinky, rosy. So I'll try again. Okay. Sharpen. Light umber. I'm not zoomed in very much. I hope that's okay. I know I will get out of frame if I zoom in. So use espresso, or I could use something a little bit cooler like the 90% French Gray. Decisions, decisions. I think I'm going to try this 90% French Gray. Because it's still a brown. It's still dark, but it's not that super duper warm brown. But I'm wondering, like, I'm looking at the color of the hair and I really like it. But now I'm debating, is it like, does it look weird with the color of her skin? Maybe I do need to keep it warm. Is it just the cheek color that's the problem? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Something about this color hair with this skin color is making me not happy. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off and think about this for a minute so that you don't have to sit here with me while I'm pondering what to do, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm not sure if espresso over the 90% French Gray is going to make much difference, but I did take my lavender, grade lavender, and I added that to her cheek right here by the hair and a little bit over here, and it did something. Maybe it's my imagination, but it did something that made me feel a little bit better about this. So I'm just going to keep going with the 90% French Gray. I think it'll be all right. I wonder if that's supposed to be her back right there. Or it could be hair. It could very easily be hair. Why don't we just keep it as hair? Never mind. That's going to become hair. I was going to use this just as my dark, deepest shadowed area color, but as I'm using it more now, it's starting to help give it that dirty blonde look that I kind of wanted in the first place. So I wonder if I could pull up and show you. Huh, did I pull it up on my phone and not my, let's see. Dirty blonde hair. Images. Well, it's still pretty yellow compared to these. So some of these are still, see, that's kind of what I wanted to go for, maybe a lighter version like that. That's got a lot of yellow in it. That's closer to what I've got going on, but I would need to add some more darks. So I think I'm just going to keep at it. Sometimes you just got to work it till it's right. See, what colors did I use? Beige Sienna. Sharpen this. I think what I liked about the pictures of that hair is that there were so many variations of color. Hate it when I get a crazy stray stroke right up the center of the head. That happens when I start working too fast. But I got to admit, the more I add this, make sure this is right, 90% French gray, the more I'm liking the hair color. So that's a good thing. And I want to add some different colors in these strands right here. Okay, are we just about ready to... Now the question is, do I go even darker with black for the very darkest shadows? Not bad. I'm just going to add a little bit more, what is this, light umber to her roots. Okay, I think I like it. Now let's see what happens if we add just a few white highlights. This paper so much. I like that addition of the white a lot. Okay, I almost want her roots to be a little bit darker. So, let's do that. Yep. Okay. I'm happy with that. So, I'm going to use the same colors. And I think just speed through this half of her hair because it's going to be done exactly the same as this half. And that way the video won't be too long. So, yep, that's what we'll do. So, I'll see you back when I finish this side. Okay, so I want this side to be a little bit darker than this side, because this is the side that whatever light source we've got going on, the undefined light source is kind of coming from over here. So this side should be a little bit darker. try some black. And again, this is just in the darkest, shadowiest bits of the hair. To do a little bit of blending. I can't remember if I did this side or not. Okay. I think that is good for the hair. I'm not going to put any white highlights on this side, and I might add some more on this side after we get everything else done, and we'll do some of those wispy hair thingies. So, all right, so there she is. And we got that out of the way. So now on the next video, we'll tackle the coloring on the dark grayscale, and you'll see how easy it really, really is. So thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it so, so very much. Sometimes I wish we could just like chit chat. I wish I wasn't the only one talking, but we might resolve that coming up soon. I might kind of try and do some once a month streaming. I just have to get up the courage to do it for the first time, and then once I get that done, it will probably be a piece of cake. So anyway, but don't worry, I won't stop doing my my format like this. I just thought it would be nice to add another extra little thing in case anybody wants to come hang out and chat. So that is all. I will see you guys shortly for part 2. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other, and happy coloring. Bye.